Hello, I'm John Tudu, aka Grim Kitty. So you might be wondering what I'm doing this video. Well, I'm doing this week, doing the 5 video thing where I'm doing this just to help get more views and also to help get through some stuff to get off my chest. This next thing I'm going to talk about is an untold truth about me, to tell you what I actually am. Because it's pretty much with what you saw in my sketchbook tour last time, you probably can tell it's actually going to be tough to do videos. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to tell you what did I did, what did I post where did I post my videos before I did YouTube? Well, on Facebook, where my family got to see many relatives. Where I did like the sketchbook tour, which my first one had actually had so many photos, and that was actually the same such as the book. I also did some lost media, but I discontinued that part. But then I revived it for YouTube, just because, well, try to go for some obscure ones that no other lost media people have been doing. So I just, why not? Take a whack at it. But due to it being due to like had too many limitations, I couldn't do it anymore. But I also did like a web series called Too Stupid TV, which was actually a sketch comedy series that actually just put random people, put unoriginal characters, but I put my OCs I make, which you might have saw plenty of them. So what? Yeah. Now for another thing. You always see me as a calm child who always speaks silently and calmly. I'm actually really much of a rage guy who really doesn't. You think that? If you try to even be mean, I actually have a guy who's been really, who should really not sound like someone who wants to kill you. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. But I have been more controlling of it. Yeah, I've been less angrier, a lot more calmer. Yeah, but I'm actually like that. Yeah. Now, you do see me there's been a recent thinking of a new name change of it from like my actual name, John Due to Grim Kitty, because, well, I like horror, and I thought this one sounded pretty much as well. I'm a cat person, well, Grim Keepers are creepy, and also I didn't want to actually get into a bit of a same names of other things. Besides, let me just show how my character thinks. Well, why did I change it? Well, because I discovered that using a real name actually made it too long. I made it shorter to make it easier to type for children. Well, I'm pretty kid friendly. Okay, yeah, there are some times where I show shows that are for adults and whatever. Now, the name Grimkey is just, well, Grimkey. Now for Jonte, actually, the name Jonte actually means John in French. My last name will do is pretty much because it's actually pretty much you might think it's just some normal name, we hear it. Actually, it's actually very well known. For if you guy was in boxing as well as Scotland, which is also the same name as my dad, but they're different people. There's also a war guy who got shot in the head, but survived. Oh no, wait, so likely. We're not much famous a lot now, but me and my sister, Little Wolf, who does random stuff. Me, I try to focus more on likely. Where she does videos like every day, I try to keep to a schedule to help to think what video to do. Which explains why I do these. Explains why I only do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To think of a schedule, to think what I need to do. Because he's actually now likely. Now I'm just doing it a random one. Next up. I'm actually really much of a sweet tooth. I like spicy food, and I also like sour. I'm actually really sweet too. I actually go for sugar stuff. I drink energy drinks. You're talking to the same guy Who drinks sodas? Who drinks sodas? Who likes sugar cereals? Really, I don't eat like like a normal breakfast, like fruit and toast. I just eat them. I just pour a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, put the milk in, and just eat up, and then do my chores. Then get paid. Now, there is another thing without the habit. Actually, sugar is actually something I really need. Since I deal with low blood sugar, which, in case you're wondering, if you don't eat when you have low blood sugar, you pass out. Yeah. So I really need some sugar. I actually need to drink. For me to get through the day, I actually need to eat a cup of sugar. Yeah. But sometimes it even requires, but some days to get through stuff likely. Also, I'm actually very buff. Also, I'm not really much. I'm a guy who prefers to pump iron. I do exercise, like I do run around to be crazy. Now, I live in Minnesota, so I was born, to tell you where I was born November 26th, Y2K, in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Yes, I was born in Minnesota, and it's actually pretty much a small town. It's really just likely. It has not that much anchors. It's more like a world for hunting and farming. Me, I actually moved a lot. So, which explains why I have mixed accents. Like I have some Southern, I also have like some little bit of a German and some French and a bit of a neutral Minnesotan. Then I have some city in it. Yeah, so that explains why I speak a lot more. Explains why I talk like a nerd. Sound like a nerdy stereotype. Now, another thing. How long about what's the process of making a video? For a last media video, I need to go up to the wiki and look up why I need to think of likely what to look for. I even have to look for scripts. Now, it actually is a lot more faster going to the Facebook ones where I had to draw on it, which is what I did on my first video for the YouTube. Which explained for me on being a lost media guy. Because it's a spooky thing. And also it's showing me, and it's also advertiser friendly. Oh please, like you click on a video and you'll see it because I'm a small channel. Now for the video it takes like, for a last media review, wiki, then read why, before a rant on a show or subject, I just read what it is to look at what to know characters' names. The only two rants I actually talk about is a rant on mostly from the UK show and YouTube Kids, which I gave the YouTube Kids ones very critical opinions. Like a YouTube show, because well, I'm a huge fan of Unikitty. That got to it. That gives it really high praise as well. It was different from usual shows. It had Flash, but you gotta realize, Cartoon Network goes for limitations like classic animation. But we're getting back to me. The videos actually are pretty much, sometimes they take but sometimes they might take a lot longer, some more information to why they actually likely. But now for another thing. You saw some pony art. You saw me drink pony from a pony cup. Here's another untold truth you must know. Despite no stuff, I'm not a brony, really. I've never seen the show. I don't own like products from it. I own like that cup. That's the only product I own. Okay, I own like a strawberry shortcake book and Little Pet Shops. Well, it looked like the old ones, which I used to actually go for Little Pet Shop before the TV show ruined the fandom. But what about me? Now, yeah, I'm actually a very critical fan of them. And well, Only Cub is because it was a lot bigger and well. And besides, my Star Wars Cub wouldn't, my Force Awakens Cub wouldn't do it. And I'm very much very unique, unlike other YouTubers. I'm actually a lot more productive. I actually think reflectively, and don't make so many references to like 90s stuff, like Nick. Wait a minute, Nick came out in the late 70s. How can it be considered 90s? It came out in the late 70s. 90s. Nick ain't 90s. It's late 70s. Maybe 19s. Nicktoons, yeah, they are 90s, but yeah. But me, now I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing when I'm. Now here's another thing I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing when I'm not making a video. Well, I draw. Really, I either read comics, like I own plenty of comics, I own some Howard the Duck, I own some Man-Thing, I own a G.I. Joe one, I own a Star Wars graphic novel, I own some Spider-Girl, not Spider-Man, I own some manga, yeah, I own some manga, yeah. I also have started to think of making a webcomic on Tumblr, which is, for my alias, Kitty Balloon 98 for Tumblr, which I might do a DeviantArt one, but until I start learning, like, what can I do to actually post them. But I'll need to actually, I might do them digitally, but I might kind of draw. I draw like a lot of things, like you might have saw me drawing the alien race, the demos I just created. And well, sorry, I just drank the Monster and a berry Fanta. Yeah, I drink that. Now I actually still do YouTube videos, because really, all I do is just sit here and talk to you. But because you're probably gonna be bored, I'll probably do a joke for you guys. Here. I'm Cornelia. And you give me for my uncle. There, children. Now you're no longer bored. Now back to boring stuff. But let's see how these drawings can get up. Let's see if I can sketch through them. Wow, I keep doing. But that's all from I'm going to tell you. If you want, leave a comment down below. And also, don't forget to like this video. Or put a dislike, because these ones are probably boring. But I might not make them boring, and might actually add more funnier puns. And, woo!